Right now, we're in the beginning stages of a potentially long battle between the WNBA and their entitled players. As is often the case, the battle is over money. One side is the beneficiary of millions of dollars in donations from the NBA and other subsidizers, while the other side, they have never seen a comma in their bank balance unless it was being used to demonstrate how much they have overdrawn. Like I told you guys the other day, these negotiations for a new collective bargaining agreement, this is going to be tough. And some WNBA players, they are making it more difficult because their intentions, their credibility is being...
WNBA once said, "Teamwork makes the dream work." Turns out, they might have meant teaming up against the league. Rumors are swirling faster than a buzzer-beater brick in overtime. Word is, some players are quietly plotting to throw the entire 2026 season into chaos. Is it a bold power play, a silent protest, or just the WNBA's answer to a primetime reality show? Whatever's cooking, the drama is already hotter than courtside nachos, and the season hasn't even tipped off yet. Buckle up.
Get it? I don't want to get it. I want it to work out, but America's dumbest league keeps being dumb. You know, they want to go, and I don't blame them, I suppose, the WNBA, from 0 to 1,000. But what they went from was from 0 to Caitlin Clark, and they don't understand. I'm going to get into Carolyn Peck in a minute. The dumbest league strikes again. Several high-profile WNBA players have begun to openly call out the league's office and commissioner, Kathy Engelbert, as they should, but it shouldn't be them. It should be Caitlin Clark calling it out, to voice their displeasure with the league's initial CBA offer, calling it a slap in the face.
And just when you thought the chaos had peaked, the WNBA veers further off script, like it's gunning for a role in a daytime soap with a G League budget. This isn't just a basketball league anymore. It's turning into a masterclass in how to alienate your fans, bewilder your audience, and implode in real time. Once upon a time, the court was for competition. Now, it's starting to feel more like a stage for dysfunction.
As if this is the week the WNBA players decided, you know what? July 4th week, we are going to start playing out these CBA negotiations in the court of public opinion. We're going to air our grievances. Every time we get in front of a camera, we're going to complain, we're going to whine, and then hopefully enough fans, enough supporters are going to get on our side and start holding up their pitchforks and torches, marching at the door of Kathy Engelbert, screaming at the owners, "We want more money, we want more money."
Now the courts become a stage for virtue signaling, second-rate theatrics, and refs who might as well be flipping coins in the locker room before each whistle. Let's be real. What are we even watching anymore? Because this sure isn't the polished, high-level pro basketball the fans signed up for. No, we've crossed into some alternate reality where business sense has exited stage left, replaced by a confusing cocktail of hashtags, hollow slogans, and press conference poetry masquerading as leadership.
Ooh, the shots are firing in the WNBA dump. It's the diva of dump divas, Kat Engelbert, against entitled WNBA players. It's the woman who controls all the money that was generously donated by the NBA against delusional dump divers who think they deserve the money even though they have failed to generate a Vietnamese dong in profit. It's entirely possible that there are other dongs in the WNBA. They're just not in the form of profitable currency.
Fans aren't tuning in for a halftime TED Talk on feelings. They want buckets, rivalries, buzzer beaters, something that actually resembles professional sports. Instead, they're getting a soap opera disguised as a season. It's like a group project where everyone thinks they're in charge, but no one bothered to read the assignment. The result? Confusion, chaos, and a product that's drifting further from the game people came to see.
NBA players have opted out of their current collective bargaining agreement and face the prospect of a work stoppage. The players are absolutely right. They only get 10% of basketball-related income compared to the 50% that the NBAers get. Players citing higher attendance figures, franchise values as the reason for opting out. Now wait a damn minute. Higher television ratings, higher attendance figures. That doesn't come courtesy of a league. It comes courtesy of the players that play in the league. Caitlin Clark, she was the most popular, which means she could have helped your body.
And can we talk about the refs for a second? These are supposed to be the neutral arbiters of justice on the hardwood. But some are officiating like they've got invisible jerseys on under the stripes. Blink wrong. That's a technical. Breathe near star player. Flagrant. Meanwhile, flying elbows and body checks get treated like modern dance. This isn't officiating, it's performance art. Somehow, the WNBA has managed to make everything about the league except basketball. Front office statements read like HR memos. Post-game presses sound more like motivational mad libs than strategy breakdowns. And the official social media feeds? Half-game updates, half-sensitivity training posters. At some point, someone has to say it. The WNBA doesn't need a new slogan, it needs a reset button. A full-blown overhaul. Tear it down to the studs and rebuild it with one focus: business. Not buzzwords. Not group hugs. Not virtue flexing. Just pure, unapologetic, market-driven professionalism. A league where the product is king, where merit matters more than mantras, and where wins and losses carry more weight than Instagram captions or curated outrage. Because right now, it's hard to tell what the actual goal is. Is it to compete with elite sports leagues? Is it a platform for activism? Or is it a vibes-based social club in uniforms? You can't be all things to all people and still expect to be taken seriously. The NBA isn't out here holding feeling circles before tip-off. The NFL isn't pausing to debate whether sacks hurt players' emotions. They are focused on performance. And that's exactly what the WNBA needs to reclaim, before the noise swallows the game completely.
Bad news. Bad news. Breanna Stewart basically confirms they're not getting anything they want in the CBA. The CBA offer is a joke, a slap in the face, a spit in the face, and the players will go on strike. They're going to go on strike, y'all. This is happening. I think this is going to come to a crashing head.
The WNBA has become so entangled in identity politics and ideological pageantry that even the most loyal fans are starting to back away, hands up like, all right, I gave it a shot. You want real growth? Then treat the league like a business. Cut the fluff. Streamline the product. Start acting like an organization that wants to build a lasting fan base and generate real revenue. Not chase digital applause and gold stars from Twitter. Fans are paying with their time, their money, their energy. They are not here to be lectured, they are here to be entertained. They want raw rivalries, not polished PR campaigns. They want fierce competition, not choreographed compassion theater. Imagine a WNBA where talent is the only currency. Where media coverage isn't forced, it's earned. Where the best players are promoted because they dominate on the court, not because they delivered a lukewarm talking point on cable news. Where refs are held accountable and games are decided by skill, not bizarre whistle roulette that feels like it was scripted by a confused AI binge-watching soap operas and sitcoms. Picture coaches who can actually coach without tiptoeing through ideological minefields. Players who can be gritty, trash-talking competitors without feeling pressured to deliver a corporate-sponsored message after every rebound. Broadcasters who can offer real critique without drafting an apology letter before sunrise. And fans, actual paying fans, who don't feel like they are on probation just for watching the game wrong. The WNBA doesn't need a new mission statement. It needs clarity, courage, and a return to what made sports matter in the first place: competition, authenticity, and the relentless pursuit of greatness.
Yeah, sure. Here. You want my watch too? Here's my necklace. You want my private jet? Yeah, take my private jet. You could go to Costa Rica. You could go to Turks and Caicos. I'm not sure what the players are expecting. I just hope that they understand that they're at a negotiation table across from sharks. Not minnows, not guppies, not goldfish you flush down the toilet when you forget to feed them for a few days. They're across from sharks. They swim in the waters and they smell blood when it comes to the WNBA Players Association, and they smell blood, especially when they see how they've been treating the only player in the league that draws some moolah. They're like, oh no.
Let's be honest, people don't rally behind teams because of slogans. They show up because players fight, grind, and bleed for every win. That's the DNA of real sports. But the WNBA right now feels less like a league built in a locker room and more like one brainstormed in a faculty lounge. It's the only place where you can drop 30 points and still be upstaged by someone's podcast monologue on systemic parking lot inequality. And sure, we all understand that social issues matter. But when activism becomes the main attraction instead of athleticism, you've stopped being a sports league. You've turned into a niche think tank with sneakers. It's not that fans resent players for having opinions. It's that they didn't buy a ticket to a panel discussion. They came to see a game. There's a reason other leagues don't bury themselves in ideological theater. It doesn't sell, it doesn't scale, and it turns off more people than it inspires. For a league that desperately needs to grow its audience, that's not just tone deaf, it's self-destructive. You can't expand your fan base while turning your product into a members-only echo chamber. At some point, someone in charge has to say what everyone's thinking. The current blueprint isn't working. The audience isn't stagnant because of ignorance or bigotry. It's stagnant because the product isn't compelling enough. Not enough quality basketball. Not enough accountability in officiating. Not enough competitive fire. And not nearly enough entertainment. Want growth? Start by putting the game first. That's what real fans came for, and it's the only thing that'll keep them coming back.
Has been telling you for a while that they're big and they're good and they're strong and they're worth money. And I've been telling you for a while that looking at their TV rights and using that as the sole example of the health of the WNBA is completely wrong to do. That was a pegged number from the full NBA deal. There's one group of people in the WNBA who don't yet quite realize that the owners of the WNBA in no way feel rich or lucky at the moment. They feel like they've got